Hi guys, and welcome to a massive submission for May. 363 cards, the most ever amount of customers I've ever had. It's really good. Thank you very much for the support, and I really appreciate your kind comments on the new website. Updates are coming in on that as well. But let's just crack into the cards and let's just check out what's going on. So we have our first submitter, YuGiOh from Italy. He sent away 60 cards, as you can see, from the brand new set, Dragonite GX's Galore. And you know, this is Italian Dragonite on Instagram, so please do go ahead and follow. This is amazing. The new Charizard card, which I'm sure we're going to be drawing over when it comes back from PSA. Especially when it's released in English as well. As you'd expect, a load of the Dratini, Dragonite evolution line. I am going to have to, you know, I don't want to, because we've got so many cards, I'm not trying not to go too much in depth on individual cards, but it's just cool to see the artworks, isn't it? A lot of Japanese cards here, from Dark Tyranitar and Rocket's Moltrix EX. And then we crack on to the Dark Houndoom. Look at that Dragonite promo, looking stunning that, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. But yeah, it's been a mad month this month. Considering the month before, probably had the smallest one in a long time in terms of submissions. And then we've had a massive one this month. So very grateful to all of you. It means a lot. Yeah, well, you know, I love doing these videos too. I'm not actually sending much this month. I'm sending quite a bit next month. Just because... for me, that's when I'm probably going to send a bulk submission. So you're looking at 100, maybe 150. And if I'm really feeling lucky, maybe 200 cards next month. And then the last lot from you, Italian Dragonite. It's your first massive order, isn't it? I believe you did do a smaller order last year, but I think it's your first huge order. I mean, you've got some amazing cards in here. From the Squirtle deck, obviously. We had the Bulbasaur deck earlier. Just some really unique cards. These are going to look amazing encased. I know you were a bit worried with the centering. I think you're going to be okay on a lot of them. I hope. Yeah, many of them are gems. When I went through them, you know, just having a quick glance, obviously, I can't spend loads of time having a look at each individual card, because then, well, that would put the cost up for everyone. But I can, you know, have a glance and see what's going on. And I think in general, you've got some really high quality cards here. So I bet you're really looking forward to seeing what happens. And that is those are obviously the McDonald's promo set. Japanese. So thanks very much, YuGiOh, for sending in. I really do appreciate it. Let's hope that you do get those gems and the centering isn't too much of a problem. Next, we move swiftly on to Philip. Sent away 14 cards. See, I'm having to drag myself over here to get to the table. Unfortunately, how he sent in the sleeves, they're not brilliant for showing on camera, but that's fine. I mean, we've got a Vileplume reverse foil. They're all reverse foils from the EX era, and they are all gorgeous artworks. Everyone knows this is exactly the type of thing that it's right up my alley, these artworks. They're totally my thing. I'm collecting the full master set, Delta Species holofoil set, and these reverse holofoils, I appreciate them massively. I just can't collect everything, as I'm sure everyone appreciates too. Otherwise, these would definitely be on my list. I mean, look at them. They're just gorgeous. Seadrat, and they're really cool as well, because you get to see different artworks. Maybe that wouldn't be encapsulated as well by PSA, but because they're reverse foil, it makes it worthwhile. And that means you get these really nice, unique send-offs, basically. So you sent away 14 cards this month. Thank you very much, Philip. He's a new customer. Sent away 10 last month, didn't you? And no, not last month, but a month before that. Or the month before that. You got your returns quite quickly, though, I believe. So I think you were very happy with that. I have sent you an email response, just in case you still haven't responded to me about your promo names and certification. Please get back in touch. But otherwise, thanks very much for sending, because these are all amazing. I really like that one. That's probably my favourite from your submission. Next, we move on to Marco. Marco is from Germany. And as you'd expect, being from Germany, sent away some German base set first edition. That's what we like to see, isn't it? Of Volnona there, the Ninetales, obviously. Mewtwo is Mewtwo. Raichu is Raichu. And Gyarados is Gyarados, apart from it being spelt differently. But no problem in the pronunciation there, I hope. Slowking, first edition Neo Gen. Got quite a lot of Neo Gen going off this month from 2 other senders as well. But obviously, I will make sure there are no duplications. A Blastoise, Shining Gyarados, there, first edition. Can't go wrong with that, can you? And then a Turtok Blastoise. You did exceptionally well last time with your results. I mean, some ridiculously rare cards in high grade, so let's hope for the same again. Next up is Jungle J or Richard Jacobs. I'll just collect half at a time. Obviously don't want to drop any. These are all stunning character Japanese artworks. Well, I say that, they're not all character Japanese because we start with a Mimikyu. But, I mean, you're going to see what I mean. They are absolutely stunning. And Zinny, who we'll see later, obviously loves the Vulpix. These are just really nostalgic and beautiful cards. And now you're going to start to see the characters come in. Oh, maybe not. He says it, doesn't he? He says it. But now, okay, now we're going to start to see the characters come in. And I really actually adore these because there's some of these that I haven't even seen, which is pretty cool. Obviously, you got promos, Japanese promos, and then you've got the initial release cards, so like these as well. Look at that. I mean, they all have a unique characteristics to them, and they're different to the usual Pokemon cards, and I can see why you would collect these. I can definitely see why you would. It would be amazing to just have these displayed somewhere, all in gems, because most of them will be. We've sent off twice before, and we've hit you with a Mint 9 and excellent Mint 6 twice, I think. But all the others have been gems, and that is again the result I expect. Yeah, they're just all stunning. So this is his biggest ever submission of 50 cards. Thank you very much, Richard. I really do appreciate it. Look at that's pretty cool. See what I mean about the uniqueness there? I mean, just TV reporter, obviously. But they're just really fun. And that's really what Pokemon cards should be, especially when you've got a Pokemon in them too. Yeah, I mean, do you have these displayed when you get these back? Will you display them? Or I don't know, what is the idea? Obviously, they're very popular if you were going to sell them as well. I don't know what your angle on it is. I know you're a collector, so... Or do you send in duplications like you have today, sell one, keep the other? I don't know. I would like to hear though. Very interesting. These Ultra Prism cards, or the Prism cards, maybe I shouldn't say Ultra Prism, but the Prism cards. That's a pretty cool one with a fire coming out of him. And then we go on to the Secret Mewtwo GX. We're going to see quite a lot of these in English as well. And the Hyper Rare Raichu. What would be nice is, considering we haven't got your gems all the way this time, is if this one came back all gems. You know, because with 50 cards, that would be quite exceptional. And your Guzzlord as well, hyper rare. And your Imposter's Oak Revenge from Team Rocket. First edition. Well, that is definitely gem worthy in itself. Otherwise, I would quite happily take 49 gems for you from the Japanese cards. Right, thank you very much. And then we're going to move on to Philip. Philip's actually from... Well, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing it right. Again, I apologise, guys, if I pronounce any names wrong. Please do not see that as some sort of stain on your character. It's just maybe my pronunciation of names isn't brilliant. Yeah, if you ever meet me, then you can come up to me and be like, how dare you call me that? You call me it this way. That's totally fine. But anyway, for now, I'm going to call you Philip. Please put in the comments if that's wrong. Crobat, Golbat, Dragonair, see what I mean? I really love these reverse foils. Mudkip, looking menacing there, that dude. Luigi, Pikachu promo, very popular. I don't think there's been a submission since these come out that hasn't involved these. It's mad. Nidoking, Deoxys, Venusaur, just make sure it's staying shot. Sudowoodo, not going to say no to you, are we? And Shuckle. I actually had to, I forgot what this guy was called. I was calling him Tortoise or Torturtle, but I know that's a different Pokemon, so I was like, no, that's not right. And then you got the Manstrick as well. Oh, and this little dude as well. Don't worry, he is not going in his screw case to PSA. For one, PSA don't allow it. I will be changing him over to a card saver, but for now, wow. I mean, a Latios Gold Star. Wowzers. If you've got to the 10-minute mark and pushed pause and peed off somewhere else, you've missed out on something special there. Absolutely magnificent. Thanks for trusting me with this. I do appreciate that. I do appreciate everyone's trust in me to do this. I know I've been running this grading service for a long time, but it means a lot, especially with newer customers too. Next, we go on to my good friend PSA Gem Wizard, or Yannick. From Germany too. And we have, because of that, I don't know if because of that, but anyway, a Glorak first edition. Of course, we know him as Charizard the King. Absolutely beautiful. Dark Magneton. We're really going for those high grades, highly desirable cards in these. First edition Team Rocket. Houndoom, first edition. Well, we were sharing a conversation about this earlier. They both look great, don't they? I mean, wow. If one of them can come back a gem, there'll be no complaints from either of us. Crobat and Crobat again. And then we got Brock from Gym Heroes, so a low population card from Gym Heroes. Blaine's Moltres, this one is just wow. This card is so difficult to get in a 10. I had to buy mine in the end, and I graded a lot of Gym Heroes just for my own set, and I couldn't get this dude, so let's hope that one does. And then this is a Korean Nidoking, not a Chinese Nidoking. So thanks for sending that back in. And then we got the one YuGiOh card, your Mega Rock Dragon. There we go. Thanks as usual. Really do appreciate it. But yeah, let's really hope we live up to your name, PSA Gem. Let's really hope that happens this time around. Now we're going to move on to something called YuGiOh. Now, YuGiOh is a little known TC. No, I'm joking. YuGiOh has been gaining in popularity massively on the Instagram and YouTube scene, and the grading scene, I might add. And this is actually our only YuGiOh submission today, which is a surprise, to be honest. I would have expected it. It's from Asif, or Orchicles UK on Instagram, something like that. I'll tag you anyway, and we've got some beauties here. Well, I'd imagine they're beauties anyway, but I know that they are rare cards. They all look pretty minty. I know that this one, it might be the reprint version. I think it probably is, but still, it's a beautiful card, isn't it? You can see why people chase this Dark Magician girl. Monster Reborn from Magic Card. That's an old one. Slifer the Sky Dragon. Well, we know that this guy is very much desired by those YuGiOh collectors out there. Obelisk the Tormentor. And the Winged Dragon of Ra. Thanks very much for sending them in. Again, let's hope for 10s all round. Wouldn't it be nice if every single card from your submissions just came back 10s? That wouldn't. I think... yeah, no complaints there, no complaints at all. Next, we move on to Matthew. Just sent away the 10 cards this time. So you got your Tualo and Vulpix Toys R Us, not Tauros, Toys R Us. Your Charizard Unlimited, your Charmander Unlimited, your Yellow Cheeks Pikachu, well, just the Unlimited version, I guess. Then we move on to your Vulpix XY promo, Japanese, looking very beautiful indeed. Vulpix is in there. I think you've definitely had an impact on this channel. People seem to be sending in Vulpix more. Definitely the case. Again, this guy, we see a lot of these. The suit Pokemon Pikachu, where he wears different characters, and obviously he's got the Charizard on there. Very popular, the Rayquazas as well. Generations, we've got the 20th stamp Pikachu and the 20th stamp Ponyta. Thanks very much. Wish you the best of luck with your 10 cards. And then we do actually move on to Cini herself, or Xeni on Instagram. A genuine collector and has got a real eye eye for adorable Pokemon cards. Not just adorable, I mean just amazing artwork in general. So definitely go give her a follow. Ampharos. Luxray. I had to look up this guy. I don't know why. It's just, you know when you just have a bit of a brain melt or brain fart and that happened. It's obviously Hydreigon, but for some reason I just couldn't go through my brain. You've got your Arcanine, your Flygon. I've never actually seen this dude. This must be from one of the new sets. And there we have it again, that Charizard. We are going to see this spamming Instagram pages or spamming Facebook pages or Twitter pages or whatever you're on for the next probably 2-3 months. Whenever they release a Charizard card, you just can't stay away from it. Your Salamence GX, your version 2 and your version 3. Again, I've always said let's not go too far. There he is. Luckily, I've got bubble wrap all around here, isn't it? Your version 2 is probably my favourite. I probably prefer it over that Hyper Rare. Obviously, the Hyper Rare will be more desirable though. I believe you pull many of these as well, don't you? Ho-Ho. Obviously, this is from the Neo era, and it's a reprint for the brand new set. So it's going to be interesting how these come over in English and what the uptake is, because these could be really desired Pokemon cards. It's going to be interesting to see how it works with the old. You know, will the older cards then become more desired or less desired? I mean, it's definitely something to think about. Glaceon, looking imperious there in the snow. Your Pikachu promo, that's gorgeous, isn't it? Altaria EX for Dragon Frontiers. Then, not to second guess, that'd be a Latias as well, or Latios, sorry. Xerneas, I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's just one of those Pokemon that... And actually, I would say differently there. I prefer the Hyper over the version 2. That really struck me when I pulled that. Yeah, look at that. It's with the Hypers and the version 2s. It just depends what the Pokemon is, what the Pokemon are, and obviously your personal preference as well. Your Rayquaza EX, and then a Alolan Sandslash, a Alolan Ninetales, a Alolan Vulpix. Obviously, these are all different promos, which I will sort out and make sure we name correctly for PSA. I've already messaged you about these ones. Sorry if my throat sounds a bit gone. I've just been chasing my dog around the garden. I know that sounds a bit weird, but just to give her a bit of a run. Sometimes I feel like she doesn't get enough of running. And then number 25, Black Star promo, Flygon. Thanks very much, as usual. And that was a 27 card submission, so that's another big one as well. The next one is from Sam. If you watch this channel often, then you will know Sam. Sam basically sends in every month, or if not every other month. As usual, really appreciate it. He normally sends in quite a lot of fire as well. And today is no exception with a full Neo Genesis first edition set. I'm really fingers crossed on these, pal. I mean, if you can get even just a couple of gems from these, or if they all come back minty, then that would be perfect result, especially this guy. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look. And wow. Wow. Wow, bloody heck. That haven't got a scratch on it. Where'd you get this from, man? That looks really good. Really good indeed. Yeah, beautiful. Anyway, Meganium. Meganium again. Your Pichu. Again, a really strong grade there. Gradable card. Your Skarmory. Your Slowking. Steelix. Wowzers, these are all pretty minty, you know. Picked them up really well. I don't know what the scratching is like on the Holofort. Obviously, that matters quite a lot with the Neos. But anyway, yeah, you've got some really nice cards here. So congratulations on the pickup. Pretty sure you'll be getting some mint 9s at least. It's another strong card, that. Typhlosion, and as they all come back near mint 7s, I really should have kept my mouth shut. And then, of course, we have some Jungle First Editions too. Always nice to see. Your Jolteon and your Kangaskhan, Mr. Mime, Nidoqueen, your Cypher, look at that bad boy. I love this card. I don't know why, I've always liked that card. Your Snorlax, lazy as ever, Vitribell, Vileplume, Wigglytuff. Obviously, it's not a full jungle set this time, but to make up for that, we have 2 non-holofoil first editions in your Vaporeon and Flareon. Then we got your Cool Porygon promo, number 137, Japanese, and Secret Rare Gyarados EX, and 2 of them bad boys to go off as well. Thanks very much, as usual. Next, we're moving on to Andrew. Andrew has sent away some Japanese Gemmy Minty cards, I believe. Mainly from the E-Series, but we'll first start off with the Shining Karakara Mew. But then we've got 9 really nice E-Series first edition Japanese cards. Obviously, you've got the Espeon and the other Umbreon. The Lugia, which we've just seen from Neo Genesis, but Japanese version this time. Your E1, Mew and Mewtwo. These are definitely the most desirable cards from that set, apart from maybe the Charizard. The Alakazam, the Feraligatr, and then your Espeon from Neo Discovery 2. Thanks very much. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's your first submission, so I hope it all goes very well for you. Obviously, guys, we keep you updated by email, blah blah blah. Probably should have done this at the start, but we do like to keep in touch. Makes it a lot easier that way than just sending your cards randomly back to the mail in 2 months' time. It's a lot better if you know what's going on, and that means I know what's going on. Then we move on to Oliver. Oliver is Poke Shop UK, I believe. No, Poke Stop UK. I do apologise on Instagram, so please go ahead and follow them. But we have some shadowless holofoils, which, if I'm not mistaken, are pretty darn cool. Your Gyarados as well, shadowless. Shadowless, the prices for the Gemmy cards have been coming down, but from my opinion, that's because a lot have been sent to PSA. Basically, the market's dried up with the mint copies. We'll probably see another price increase soon. That is my own opinion. I don't have any stake in shadowless cards. That's just my opinion. Base set holofoils now. We're just going to crack on with these. Some beautiful cards. Can't go wrong with base set at the moment, I don't think. I think anything from base set, shadowless, first edition, even unlimited, I think it's probably, as long as, you're going to get your near mint 9 card and you paid an okay price for it, most of the time it's worthwhile just to send it into PSA. Just the environment at the moment, Pokemon's very popular, and any of these cards, unlimited especially, I don't know, there's a lot of collectors from a lot of different budgets, definitely seeing that. Pidgeot. Here's your last card, your jungle card. Thanks very much. I also sent you a refund because you paid in 2 orders. Obviously, I don't want you to pay any more than you have to, so I count that as 1 submission of 22 cards, not a 20 and a 2. So I hope you've received that. Now we move on to Luke. Luke, again, you might be a first sender. I'm not sure, though. I can't remember. It's very difficult to track everyone's name. I do apologise. But again, I'm probably going to go a bit quicker, but we have another Neo Genesis first edition set. I don't know why these have come on. Obviously, guys, please remember, Sam and Luke, these will be sent in 2 different entire submissions. We've got 300 plus cards this month, so we've got plenty of space to move cards about, which is, it's a good thing. It means I can keep... The best thing about it is when you have a good send-off, a good amount of cards send-off, is you've got enough cards for there to be 3 or 4 duplicates, let's say, but everyone gets their cards put in the same submission so that when they come back, they can just go straight out, and I'm not waiting for another submission to come back for a duplicate. I hope that makes sense. So it's a lot better when we have 300 cards, really. Obviously, I'm going to say that as well. But it just makes the process a bit easier then splitting up your cards through multiple submissions. Andre, Stylus PT, please go and check him out on Instagram. Really cool dude, actually. Yeah, just go check him out. He's a really cool dude. He knows his stuff as well, I should say. This is actually another 50 card order. Split these up so we don't have any problems with them. Right, we are going to crack on with an absolute stunner. 2006 promo stamped winner card. Absolutely brilliant. Not going to go wrong with that. Let's hope these two come back Gem Mint 10. I believe they're worth a pretty penny. Then we got the Blastoise from the Squirtle deck again. Ancient Mew. And then we've down here we've just got Circle Base 2000. Again, I'm going to try and send these off to PSA. I just need, asking for that Base 2000, but I don't know. I'm just really not sure. PSA seem quite... Look, don't get me wrong, I'm not PSA bashing. I love PSA. I think they brought a lot of positivity to the hobby. So please don't see this as any criticism. But at the moment, the Base 2000 just hasn't been put onto their system for any reason why. I don't know, but it just hasn't. My arms are being a bit tired. 26 minutes in. Doug Trio, I doubt anyone's even watching to this point. Maybe the people's whose cards they are, but I don't know. Anyway, Devolution Spray, Imposter Professor Oak. Maybe you've just got me on in the background because you just like that brummy voice. Although then again, it's not really brummy anymore. Lived in the country for 8 years now. Pokemon Trader, Super Energy Removal. This is special actually. Your pre-release Clefable. I've looked for one of these for ages. I would love to have one of them in my collection. Gem Mint 10 preferably, which there are none of right now. Could you imagine how much that would fetch in a gem grade? I don't think your one will get it, but could you imagine? W Gold Stamp Pikachu. Then we've got some more Jungle. So again, please don't worry about duplications. I will keep everything separate, but you'll order together, which I'm very happy about. And Volplume. We got a few more Jungle, I think. Yeah, a few more Jungle. Your Butterfree. And then we go to no symbol Jungle. Probably, if I was going to buy anything just purely for investment purposes, this would be the set. PSA 9, PSA 10, hell, even PSA 8. Just pick them up. They're too cheap at the moment. They're ridiculously cheap. And hold them for years. I know that sounds stupid, but just hold them. Just hold them. The potential of them is absolutely massive, in my opinion. Absolutely massive. Hypno, first edition Fossil. 2 of them. Kabutops. We haven't actually had any Fossil, so that's pretty cool. It's nice to be sending away an array of cards. Shining Noctowl, Unlimited from Neo Destiny. And then we come back to the newer Shining Legend set with your Shining Mew, your Shining Rayquazas. And then, of course, your secret Mewtwo GX. Very nice indeed. And Shining Lugia as well. 2 more customers left to complete the massive submission we have. And next is Sam. I know Sam is... a different Sam. I'm going to call you Sam W. Because I don't really want to give out your second name on YouTube, but I'll call you Sam W. And that is, you know who you are anyway. Mewtwo GX, again, another secret hyper rare. Again, I will keep them all separate. Mega Charizard EX, number 13 from Flashfire, and your Team School Grunt. And that's 3 cards, so thanks very much for sending off your first submission. Let's hope they go well. And then Jacko, you've been waiting the longest, and I would actually like to say you've been waiting the longest on this video, because obviously your box is at the bottom of the submission, because obviously when I put them in the box, I actually do want to say a massive appreciation to you, because you were the first one ever to use the website, and it takes a lot to put that trust in me, especially as I don't think you've sent in before. So I really do appreciate that. That should be said, and I really hope I can do my best for you. 279 XYP 20th anniversary Festa. Another lovely Pikachu promo, isn't it? So Galio and Laluna in the background. This is what I was talking about, that Rayquaza Pikachu earlier. We've got 2 of them. Groudon Gold Star. I'm never going to complain about you sending in Groudons, and I'm really glad someone's sending Groudons, because I think this is the only one in 363 cards, which is a bit of a shame. But thanks. And for some reason my camera decided that was too long, and we're going to have to edit this last little bit in, which is a bit annoying. But Luna GX Gold, obviously from Ultra Prism, and again the Luna GX Ultra Prism Gold. So YuGiOh, really do like these ones. I do like them also as they are pretty exclusive. It's not like they've printed one for every card like they did the Hyper Rares. So I do like these. Your Tyranitar from Expedition, Holofoil English, Raichu, Holofoil English, and then your Umbreon and your Espeon, and what two beautiful cards to end on. Thanks very much, guys. I really do appreciate the support. Please check out gradedgem.com for all your grading needs, and, well, to be on this video. I really do appreciate it, and it's really cool actually to see more and more cards get sent in. I'm really looking forward to the results already, as I'm sure you are. Yeah, I'm hoping these are going to be out to PSA Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to see when FedEx can pick up, and they'll be gone away. And obviously, I'll keep you guys all updated via email. People who are just watching on the video, the next time you'll see these cards is in a return. But thanks very much again, guys, and thanks for watching. Please sub, please like if you got this far. Please dislike if you didn't like it, because if you've watched 30+ minutes and you didn't like it, then, you know, I deserve a dislike. Anyway, guys, bye.